how's it going? It's William from Rocket Zero, and welcome to another Pixel art tutorial. In this video, we're going to be building Ivysaur, Pokemon number 002, on the Pokédex. Now, I got him from candypatterns.com, description down below. So let's get started with Bulbasaur's evolution. We're going to be using the entire Hotbots. Is that what you call it? You know, the little thing on the bottom, the hotbots, that's what I'm going to call it. So we're going to be using all of it with some black wool, cyan, green, white, red, lime, light blue, gray, and then pink wool for the flower. So we're going to begin pretty much like the first Bulbasaur that we did. We're going to start with 3 black wools. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3. Hopefully that's not too close. And then we're going to place a white on the left and on the right. Then we're going to grab our black wool, and we're going to place just 3 black wools on the side of this white going up. So 1, 2, 3. Then a cyan on the top left, so we can place a black on the top as well. We're going to place 8 blocks on the left side of this white wool. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then we're going to grab our cyan, and we're going to place 6 blocks starting on top of the black. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then a black wool with a cyan and a black on the right. So this is what we should have up to this point. Uh-oh, I think I did build them too close, but we're going to keep our fingers crossed. Hopefully they're not going to run into each other. So we're going to add 2 more black wools on the left here. It's getting mighty close. But we're going to add those 2 black wools. Then we're going to have a cyan with a black wool. And then a cyan on top of this black. Let's take a little step back. That's what we have so far for our Ivysaur. So just use this time to, like review, if you have been subscribed to this channel for a while, we like to take a lot of breaks throughout the video. Just so you guys can catch up. It's just a nice little time to just basically slow down. Because we're going to stop in occasions like this one. It's pretty simple, so you can just look at it and copy it. You don't even gotta follow me. But now we're going to continue by grabbing our black wool, and we're going to place 4 blocks going up here. So 1, 2, 3, whoops, 3, 4. And then we're going to place a light blue on top of the cyan. And then on top of this light blue, we're going to place 4 black wool. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we're going to place a light blue with 2 cyans right below. So I know that was a lot, so let me just give it a quick overview. We're going to place 4 black wools and then a light blue with 2 cyans below. We're going to grab our black wool and we're going to place 3 blocks on top of this light blue. So 1, 2, 3. Then a light blue on the top left, so we can place a black on the top and on the right. Now we're going to place 2 green wools, so 1, 2, followed by 3 black wools. Then we're going to place 1 black with 2 gray wools to the right. And then a black. And then starting right here, we're going to go 1, 2, 3. Then right below this 2 green, we're going to place 2 black and 2 cyan. We're going to grab our gray wool and we're going to go 1, 2, 3. We're going to grab our green and we're going to place 2 blocks here. So 1, 2 with a gray wool on the right. And then 3 black wools below this 2 green and then 1 below the light gray. Not light gray. Is this light gray? I think it's just gray wool. Yeah, it's just gray wool. Then next to this gray wool, we're going to add 7 black wool. So we're going to go and add 7. So next to this gray, we're going to add 7. I just want to make sure I get it across because it's going to be kind of complicated coming up. So we're going to start with 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then on the top, all the way to the right of this row of 7, we're going to add 3 green wool. So 1, 2, 3. And then a black with 2 reds and a pink. Now, all the way to the right of this black bar, that's 7 across, we're going to add 2 lime wools. So 1, 2. And we're going to grab our black, and right below this black wool that's next to the lime, directly below it, we're going to place 4 black wools going towards the right. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And we're going to place a black wool on the top here and a lime wool directly below it. Now below this lime wool that we have all the way on the right here, we're going to add a black wool below. And then 2 greens. We're going to grab our black, and starting on this lime green, we're going to go down by 3. So 1, 2, and then 3. We're going to place 3 black wools starting below this green. So 1, 2, 3. Then we're going to place a black, a white, and a cyan. And then we're going to place a gray wool. And starting below the white, we're going to place 3 black wools. So 1, 2, 3. And I know that was a really complicated stretch, but I just really kind of wanted to finish wrapping around. We still have to do a little more on the top. And then do the detail on the inside. But for now, this is going to be the rough outline of our Ivysaur. Use this time to just hit pause. And just use it to, like, you know, look over your Pokemon. Look at mine and make sure that they look the same up to this point. So let me know if you guys find this, like, pausing that I encourage you guys to take throughout the video annoying or just whatever. Nobody has really told me what you guys think of this, so love to hear your feedback on it. Tell me if you like little breaks that I take throughout the video, or if you don't want them. If you think they're a waste of time, let me know. So now what we're going to be doing is that right here, we're going to add a cyan. Let me start over. We're going to grab our cyan and we're going to place 1 cyan right here. We're going to place it right there. And then next to this cyan, we're going to place a gray wool. Now we're going to grab our black wool. And then right here, we're going to place 6 blocks moving towards the left. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then below, we're going to go 1, 2. So once again, we're going to go 6 blocks. And then 1, 2. Now we're going to grab our cyan and we're going to place 1 block in this little corner. And then another diagonal to the left, to the bottom left to be precise. Then right below the cyan, we're going to place 1 light blue and then another cyan. And then a cyan in this corner as well. And now we can begin by giving him an eye, because he really doesn't need it, just so it looks a little, you know, finished. He needs an eye. So for that, we're going to grab our white wool, and in this little corner, we're going to begin by placing 2 white wools. Then we're going to grab our red, and we're going to place 3 red blocks in that shape. Then we're going to grab our black, and we're going to place 2 diagonal blocks with another 2 on the top of the red, and then on the white. Now we're going to grab our light blue, and we're going to place a block right here and here. So that we can then place a cyan wool in this corner, and then on top of the light blue that we placed just a little bit ago. And then on top of this cyan, we're gonna add 2 more gray wools, because you know this Ivysaur has like a couple blocks just out there just to give him like some patch spots. I don't know. It just has some spots on the Pokemon. Awesome. So now we're going to continue by adding a bit more detail in this section. So we're going to go back over here. We're going to grab our lime wool. We're going to place 1 block here and then 2 like that. Then we're going to grab our black and we're going to place 1 block right here and here. So that was it looks like we just threw a bunch of blocks at it, but just try to copy it the best you can, make sure it's perfect, and then we'll move on together to the next thing, which is gonna involve grabbing our green wool, because we're gonna place 1 block here, followed by 2 black wool. So 1, 2. Then we're gonna grab our green, and then 3 lime wools, like so. We're now going to place a black wool with 2 green wools on top. And then in this first block of the green, we're going to add 3 black wools to the left of it. So 1, 2, 3. And this ugly little gap, we're going to fill it in with some black wool and 2 green wools. Now right here in this corner, we're going to add a cyan, a light blue, and below the light blue, a gray. So make sure you have those 3 blocks. Now let's take another little break. This is what you guys should have so far for your Ivysaur Pokemon number 002 on the Pokédex. The second Pokemon on the list, which I think it's a grass/poison type Pokemon. I'm not sure about Bulbasaur. I think he might just be grass, even though he can do some poison type moves. So I don't know. I think he's grass and poison, but I'm not completely sure. Or I guess I'll have to look it up later. But for now, that should have been enough time just of me talking time, so you guys can catch up if you needed to. So now let's continue building, because we don't have much to go. We're almost done with him. So we're going to grab our black wool, and we're going to add just 3 blocks right here. So 1, 2, 3 on top of the 2 lime wools. So 1, 2, 3. Then we're going to add a green with 3 black wools on the left. 1, 2, 3. Then we're going to place a black, 2 gray wools, and a black. Now we're going to add 3 black wools starting here. 1, 2, 3. We are going to grab our red wool, because now we're going to begin building the flower. It's pretty cool, because in Bulbasaur, you know, bulb, it has like a bulb in its back. And then it grows up to be a pretty little flower. And then Venusaur, which will be our next Pokemon that we're going to be building, it has the whole thing already like a real flower, already bloomed and all its good stuff. So we're going to add 3 more red wools here. So 1, 2, 3 with a black on top. Now next to this black, we're going to add a red with 2 black wools below. So 1, 2. And then a red with a black on the left. Now we're going to go on top of this red, and we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4 with our black wool. So make sure you have added those 4 blocks with our black wool. And then we're just going to start filling this in with some pink wool. Like that, and make sure you stop it just like that, because you're going to need to place a black wool in this little corner. So go try to reproduce what I did with the pink wool on your little Ivysaur. And then that's going to be the bulb. Once we back out a lot, up close it looks kind of funny, but once we back up it'll look really cool. So now we're to the point of the video where all that we have left to do, you know, is just fill them in, and we're going to be done. So use this time to do your last finishing touches, just in case I went over too quickly in certain parts of the video. And then we're gonna fill in this area in here with our cyan wool, and then this other area with our light blue. So I'm gonna fast forward this part so you guys don't have to waste time. So I'll be back in just a second when I'm done with the cyan. And there we go, that's all of the cyan wool that we're going to be using. Now the next thing is that we're going to grab our light blue and we're going to fill in the whole face area for Ivysaur. And we're going to be completely done with this really cool Ivysaur Pokemon tutorial. So I'm going to do the light blue and I'll be back in a second. And there we go, that's going to be our Ivysaur Pokemon number 002 on the Pokédex. Thank you so much for watching. This was William from Rocket Zero. Let me know what you guys thought of this video by hitting that like button or dislike button if you didn't like it. Hopefully you guys don't dislike it too much. But regardless, thank you so much for watching. We really do appreciate it. Tell your friends about us. Leave a comment telling me what you want me to build. And as always, we really cannot say it enough. Thank you so much for watching. And we'll see you next time.